get started, or I hope you're ready to work on some homework today. Let's go ahead and get started with our announcements for today. What I say you're responsible for, so please listen carefully. First, before I start with today's announcements, listen carefully. If yesterday's instructional video was not finished, please stop this video now. Ms. Chambers, or whoever the supervising teacher is, finish yesterday's video and then come back to this video and restart this video, okay? Alright, moving on. We'll have a quiz on Thursday, so please don't forget that, students. Quiz on Thursday. You have nothing to turn in. There was no homework given to you yesterday. Incomplete. Here's what I have so far. This assignment here was given on Friday. I did not get this assignment from Jaden, Vince, Jordan Long, Cody Long, Libby Smith, or Katie Traffin's dad, okay? Now, I emailed all of y'all's parents, like I always do, and make sure you have this turned in by Friday of this week, okay? This must be turned in by Friday of this week. Also, remember, students, if you miss a day of class, it is your job to go to this website right here and type in the date of the day that you were absent, and up will pop the instructional video or the intro video, which will tell you what to do for that day. If you come into class, students, after you've been absent and we're taking a test or a quiz, you will take the test or quiz, okay? So please keep all of that in mind. It is your job to be caught up when you're absent. Okay, schedule. We're going to work on homework today, okay? We're going to work on homework that reinforces what was taught yesterday. The homework for today is, now there's 2 pages, okay? Page 513, 5 through 7, 12 through 14, 17 through 19, and all work must be shown. So I'm going to pause a second while you copy that down. Also, another page is 692, 25 through 30. Once again, all work must be shown. Okay, so please copy that down. Now, there is a help video for page 513, so that's where you're going to get a lot of help and a lot of practice, okay? But there is not a help video for page 692. However, by the time you get to 692, with all of the help that you'll get from the help video on these problems here, you should be definitely okay with working on these on your own. Now look, do the best you can on the problems on page 692. Well, Mr. Earhart, how are we going to know if we're doing them right or wrong? Well, look right here, guys. Check the odds in the back of the book. Okay? What about the even answers? Well, I'm giving them to you right here. So copy this down. And by the way, copying these answers will do no good, because once again, all work must be shown, okay? But here are the answers to the evens, so that you'll know whether or not you're getting them correct. The odds for the problems on page 692 are in the back of the book. Here are the evens. Number 26, the answer is 103. Number 28, the answer is 513. Number 30, the answer is 402. So please copy those down, and then we're going to continue on, okay? Okay, the homework help video for page 513 is lesson 9.5 homework. Lesson 9.5 homework, okay? By the way, students, your quizzes are graded. They're recorded on Sycamore. I averaged your 2 quizzes together and gave you a final grade. I'm not going to pass those out now at the present. We've gone over those and over those quite a few times. So some of you, did a little better. Some of you did not, but we've got to move on, okay? Now, students, let's do a quick note check from yesterday, okay? So, Miss Chambers, or whoever the supervising teacher is, I would spread all the students out, make sure they cannot see each other's notes. Students, you will want to get out your notes from yesterday and a blank sheet of paper. And while you're doing that, go ahead and put your name on the blank sheet of paper at this time, okay? Go ahead now and put your name on the blank sheet of paper so that you don't forget to do that. Okay, and then if Miss Chambers, if you're not ready, then go ahead and pause the video. But if you're ready, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. First of all, at the very beginning of your notes, I listed out the formula for surface area and volume for pyramids. Okay, right there. And I did that in your notes so that you could compare the difference and see that the formulas are different. Then I did the same thing for cones. So what I want in your notes, now here's where we're going to see how well you guys listen and follow instructions, okay? Are you ready? I want you to label this number 1. Give me the formula for surface area of a pyramid. Label this number 2. And number 2, give me the volume. Give me the formula for volume of a pyramid. Then number 3, I want you to give me the formula for the surface area of a cone. Number 4, I want you to give me the formula for volume of a cone. Okay, so that's numbers 1 through 4 right there. Now, like always, I continue on. Miss Chambers, or whoever the supervising teacher is, you'll probably have to pause the video a lot today, okay? I'm going to go ahead and move on. The students will probably want you to wait a second, okay, which is fine. But I'm going to go ahead and move on. Pause the video if you need to. Okay, in your notes, I showed you something very interesting about volume of a cylinder, and volume of a prism. What did I put right here? And also in your notes, I showed you something very interesting about volume of pyramid and volume of a cone. What did I write right here in your notes? Let's label those numbers 5 and 6. So we're going to call this number 5, and we're going to call this number 6. I'm going to move on. Pause the video if you need to, and then restart it when everyone's ready to move on. In your notes, this is the very first problem in your notes right here. The very first problem, okay, that we did in your notes. I simply want you to tell me what the height was, what these two numbers here were. This length right here, and this length here. Now, we're going to label this just number 7. So on your sheet of paper, put number 7, and then just put all 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. I don't care what order they're in. I don't care, because it would be a total coincidence if you guessed and got all 3 numbers right and they were out of order or something. I don't care about that. So I don't care what order you write these 3 numbers, but write all 3 numbers right here for number 7, okay? And then lastly, now of course, pause the video if you need to, but if you don't, then continue on. Lastly, I think this was very close to the last problem I gave you in your notes. It wasn't the very last, but it's close to it. I gave you a cone that had a height of 12 and then a radius of 8. What was the final answer to this problem? So if you took really good notes, there's no work to show. There's nothing to do. Just simply tell me the answer. Look through your notes. It was toward the end of your notes. We had this figure right here with a height of 12 and a radius of 8. What answer did I get when I was done working this problem out completely? Alright? Okay, again, you'll probably have to pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and move on. So whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and restart the video. By the way, let's see. Okay, now one more thing, and then you students can get started on today's homework. One more thing. There are 5 of you who did not turn in page 503, and here you are right here. I mentioned you guys earlier, okay? There are 5 of you that did not turn in page 503, numbers 6, 11 through 13. I think that's the right assignment. Yes, it is. If you get all of your work done before the bell rings, I want you to start working on these 4 problems. You must show all of your work. Miss Chambers, I'm not looking for problems, but at the same time, I'm not going to put up with students not doing what they're told to do. So if any of these 5 refuse to do that, just email me the names, and we'll go from there and we'll figure something out, okay? Alright guys, that's basically it. Go ahead and get started on your homework. Contact me if you have any questions at all. Have a good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.